Guys, how are you? If you're new, welcome. My name is Michelle and this is yes another celebrity tarot. As you guys saw the title, we're gonna be talking about Bad Bunny and his ex Gabriela, and we're gonna see what happened, as well as we're gonna try to figure it out why his first ex, I forgot her name, I'm gonna put the photo of her here, it's like giving him a lawsuit as well, but mainly we're gonna figure it out what happened with Bad Bunny and Gabriela, you know. So we're going to figure out what happened. I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. And please keep in mind that roles can be reversed between energies. So with this said, let's move forward. I want to also remind you that I run no daycare. So this is entirely general. So feel free to take or leave whatever you want. As well as this is all for entertainment purposes only. And as well as this is all allegedly throughout the whole reading. So with this said, let's move forward. So we got the Hierophant right here. The Lovers in reverse. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Moon. The Star. The Devil in reverse. The Magician and overall energy. We got here the Morning. At the bottom we have here the Six of Wands. So Gemini and Taurus energy. So it seems right here that allegedly Gabriela was the reason why Bad Bunny did not get married with his first ex. She literally was the one who caused him to not get married, because it seems that he cheated on his first girl, which he was engaged to, with Gabriela. Okay. Also, he wasn't really super in love with his ex. He was in love with her, but also he was actually questioning, should I get married or so, because he was so young. And also somebody told him, like, you know, your career is just starting, you're gonna get so much attention from multiple people. So somebody got in the way and once again got him to cheat on his first ex with Gabriela. Now this is the karma of, like, you will lose them the same way you got them. That's how it works. And at this point right here, it seems that he really, really liked her and he had some love for her. But he always told her that, you know, he lost the love of his life. He told her that the first girl was the love of his life. And he told her that he cared for her, but that he didn't want to make it official with nobody. He wanted an open relationship because, once again, he regrets till this day what he did to his first ex, making him having karma of short-term relationships or things that are not going to last. And he said to himself that he didn't want to have any long-term relationship because he couldn't forgive himself that he cheated on the first one. So he told her since day one that he wanted an open relationship, in where she wasn't very happy about it. Gabriela wasn't very happy about it, but she accepted it because she wanted to be with him, right? She wanted to be with him. Now with the Star right here, I'm going to cover because she's quite naked and I might get banned. Aquarius energy with the Star. And then we got here the Devil in reverse. Again, it was very physical. He did act like he was a boyfriend towards her, but he never made it official. He always had intimacy with other people. He was never faithful completely towards her. And that's why she's not making any statements or anything, because they were both in an open relationship. He did things, she did things as well. But the Magician right here, I do feel like she thought that he could change down the road, that he could actually commit to her only. And this is not something that she was obsessed with, but she did thought of it, and he just didn't. It didn't. He broke up with her, or tell her that, you know, that he was going to take some time. Like, he wanted some time for himself, right? It wasn't really a breakup because they were never together. But it was like, you know, let's take a break from each other. Let's take a break from this. And it was literally early in the morning, and then the same day he was going to take a trip, or he left the island, Puerto Rico. And I do feel like she said, okay, but she was very heartbroken. She did cry. She never said that to him, but she did cry. With the Six of Wands and the Princess of Torches, I do see in the reverse that she's a very beautiful female, so she didn't have issues finding a new boyfriend or finding people that weren't be interested in her with fire energy. But she low-key hoped that he could come back and, like, maybe contact her through text message or say, yeah, you know, I miss you, something like that, you know. And she was very taken out of, like, reality whenever she saw that he was really quickly taking other females to, you know, to games, or to also the one that hurt the most was Kendall. You know why? Because he says right here that energetically, allegedly, they used to talk about the Kardashians in a funny way. And she will always make comments about the Kardashians, and he will make comments about the Kardashians, including the Kendall girl. And talking about like that they don't understand how people can be the same way or have so much money and not help, like you know, throwing shades and like inner jokes that they were talking about this person, never make it public, they were talking about it in between and making jokes. And she was very shook to see that he will actually be such a hypocrite and go for her after making the kind of jokes he used to make, and talking about them like gringos, like get out of here, like we don't want you in the island, like, you know, that's the same the energy he will give to them too. But then he goes after her, so she was very like shook about that, and she felt very betrayed because of that. With the 8 of Wands right here, let's see. So now we're gonna talk about why the first ex is suing him. Yes, she is hurt, or was hurt back then, because of what he did. He cheated on her, and they never got married, and she was always hurt by that. She wanted to get married to him because she was with him since before he became the Bad Bunny. She was with him when he was Benito, when he wasn't in the supermarket, and, you know, like a normal person. And she never believed that he could have done that to her. Another thing is that he promised her he would never use that thing for music, and if he did, he was going to give him some money, and he never did. So he betrayed her twice. This has nothing to do now for that she loves him and she wants him back. That's nothing to do with that. It's all about, you betray me. And of course, she waited some time because, once again, she needed to study. She needed to do some things. And at this point, she did it at the right time because he has the money. He can pay her. And this is just what you do when you use people's voice without her authorization, you know? Especially when she told him not to use it. With the Queen of Cups right here, now she's unbothered, she's happy, she's successful, and allegedly it seems like she might have the upper hand to win this. And I do feel like he is punching the air whenever he sees her, because he still has feelings for her. But the fact that he's not with her, not because he can't, not because of Kendall or anything, is because she says no. With the 4 of Wands in the reverse right here, he never saw this coming from her, because he always thought like, oh, you know, it's been years, like who cares? But no, you did something wrong, bro. You need to pay for that. Or allegedly, right? With the Queen of Swords in the reverse right here, now this is his karma, another part of karma. He needs to do what's right. He do somebody wrong, and at the end of the day, this is karma. I do see like this could be connected to the Kardashian curse. Every time you're with that Kardashian, they bring some sort of negative energy, and that's that. Anything more about Gabriela and Benito, please? I don't see they're going to get back together how they used to. You know that we used to see them together so many times. I don't think that's going to happen, at least anytime soon. This could happen eventually, of course, if you want to keep the door open. Like I always say, like tarot has the butterfly effect, so things could change. And, you know, if Gabriela wants to, they could actually be back into something. But I do feel right here that they're not going to be together for now. Like you're not gonna see them reconnecting in any way, shape, or form. And if you see them like in the same place, this could be because they're with some other people or some other friends. They're not necessarily together. I also see right here Gabriela in the future could actually I just see like she could act whenever he wants to come back. She could be expecting. And I do see that he also is going to regret letting her go, because he did have feelings for her. I'm not going to lie. He did have feelings for her. Not like the first ex, but you know, even though when you lose your first love, you can always love again. And I do feel like she's a very important part of his life, and he did care for her a lot. And he is going to be very regretful when he sees her happy with somebody else. And maybe, you know, it could be expecting, not necessarily, because the Empress could also refer to transformation, meaning that she may not be wanting to be with him anymore. But he's also going to regret that. He's going to regret that a lot. The King of Pentacles and reverse. he is going to have a hard time finding somebody that he feels connected with, because he had two good opportunities with the first girl, and I forgot her name, so I'm gonna put her photo every time I say this, or try to, at least in the beginning. You know what I'm talking about. Is it Carliz or her name is? I forgot her name completely. And Gabriela. He had two opportunities to do right, to be faithful, to stay with the people who were with him. Now the Kardashians are his karma. He's gonna pay very highly for betraying and changing something, a Rolex for a Casio. He's gonna regret that. Unfortunately, he's going to regret that. So at this point, he is going to be alone for a long time, or he's going to feel alone. He's going to actually also could lose a little bit of money here and there. His music may not do so good. Now, am I going to say he's going to be poor? No. Am I going to say that he's not going to be playing music and people are not going to see him? I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the way he was supported by other people, he's not anymore. He's not anymore. He was for the Hispanic community at one point, like what Beyonce is for others. You know, representation. It was representation of like somebody's from your own culture or close to your culture doing good for what he did without changing his language and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And now that he just like said something and now he's like doing other things, people are seeing him like a hypocrite. So he's gonna still get support from fans, but he's not gonna get the support he used to. And I do see he's gonna regret losing Gabriela, because he's gonna come back to her once she's happy and maybe settled with somebody else. With the Ten of Cups right here, he's gonna be so unhappy. In love, I don't see him doing very good. With the King of Swords, he is going to be alone for the most time. I do feel like he is going to, again, be single for a long time, and his relationships are not gonna last, and it's because this is his karma, and the Kardashians are his karma. So you may see him with Kendall here and there, and even Kylie at this point, to be honest, but he's not gonna make it official with neither. Even if he has a kid with either or, they're not gonna last. You know the Kardashians, you know the story, you know how they handle their relationships. It's not gonna be long term. And when the Queen of Cups, this is a representation of like the one that got away. He's going to always regret leaving these two females because he couldn't change. So he's going to regret it for sure. So this is the end of this reading. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe once again. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll follow back. I also have a TikTok, a small group on Facebook. I have an upcoming project on my Patreon. I also have a second channel for vlogs. I am running a giveaway, so if you want to know how and what it is, make sure to look at the video that I posted a couple days ago. I also have in the description box below the link for my website for personal readings if you want to book with me. And with this said, thank you so very much for the love and support. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and love you guys so much.